So today I decided to show you a muscle up tutorial, and we have these monkey bars right here, convenient, so I can do the muscle ups and explain to you how to do them. So first, let me show you a muscle up, but I just wanted to say that I believe, considering I just got a muscle up, I may actually know the secret, this one little trick that's going to enable you to do a muscle up. And I've never heard this before on any muscle up tutorials. Now that you've seen the muscle up, I'm going to talk a little bit about some ways to work up to it. But first, as I mentioned before, I want to share with you something I found, which is really, for me, that's what made the muscle up click. A lot of people, when they do a muscle up, right, they're going to go way down with their arms bent and try to muscle their way all the way up. No pun intended. But, you know what I mean? Generate momentum from all the way down here, and it's a lot of wasted energy. What you need for the muscle up is to explode into it, but that also means as quickly and efficiently as possible. So when you do your muscle up, you're not going to try to muscle up like here, and you can't get over. You're just going to begin your muscle up with your arms already bent at like 90 degrees or maybe even a little less. So that way it's a lot easier for you to do your muscle up. The first exercise is going to be intended for beginners, and it's simple. You just want to be able to do 20 plus pull-ups. I'm going to say 20. You might be able to get a muscle up at 15, but you want really, really good upper body strength. So shoot for 20 or more pull-ups. We're talking dead hang pull-ups, where you go from your arms fully bent down to all the way up. The second exercise is clapping pull-ups. You want to do 10 plus. Let me show you a clapping pull-up right now. See, they're great for building what's called plyometric ability. And plyometrics are your ability to explode into your muscle up, which means pull up as fast as possible to give you momentum so that you can go up and on top of the bar. For clapping pull-ups, what sometimes helps, and this helps with the muscle up as well, is what's called a kipping pull-up. Kipping is when you swing. You're going to want to generate momentum through your body's motion swinging. I'll show you what I mean. Gymnasts use this. You see it a lot in CrossFit, and it does work, but like I said before, you don't want to get too caught up in the kipping itself. You want to focus mostly on just exploding into your muscle up, because focusing too much on the swing forward when you kip is definitely a waste of energy. And even when I clap pull-up, you can see my arms were bent, because it's not necessary to do a clap pull-up or a muscle up starting from dead hang. This is a kipping pull-up. Watch as my body swings in and back. I'll show you one first from dead hang, which you shouldn't do in a muscle up, but it's easier to understand the motion. You can see I swing. I have momentum. I'm swinging back and forth. But for the muscle up, you want your arms bent a little, and then you can swing. And use that to generate your momentum. It does help. Another exercise that I found pretty helpful, which you will see in some other muscle up tutorials, was the one-handed, one at a time muscle up, which is basically doing a muscle up, but you go one hand at a time. To train, I would do maybe 10 sets of 5 one at a time muscle ups. I'm just going to call them one hand at a time muscle ups. Let me show you what I mean. And you do 10 sets of 5 of them. Your first 5 sets are starting with your right hand or your dominant hand, and then you do them starting with your left or non-dominant hand. So this is what I mean. You want to still be familiar with the motion of the muscle up, but you go one hand at a time. And take your time at first. So that's with my right hand. And then you just go back down, you do that again 5 times, no rest. Now with your left hand, same thing. For me it's a bit harder because my left is non-dominant. And there you go. The last exercise which I used was high pull-ups, which goes along with the clapping pull-up. It's also good for ab exercises. If you've heard of a front lever, this is somewhat related. And what you want to do is you want to get your waist way up to the bar and do basically a pull-up as high as you can. So you're just going for height. It's okay to swing like this. And your body is more flat out like that. You can also do them where your body's more vertical and upright. With those exercises, I was able to transform myself from struggling and just totally unable to get the muscle up to being able to do one with confidence. Now I'm going to continue. Once you get the muscle up, train it so it's drilled into your head. But train hard, and if you follow those exercises, you should be able to get the muscle up. Good luck, guys.